What is slow Bible? Well, a lot of times in a sermon or in a class, you'll come to a point where the pastor will say something like, for the sake of time, we're going to skip this section. Or the teacher might say, the author does something really interesting here, but for the sake of time, I'm going to summarize it for you. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing this. In fact, it makes perfect sense. When you're a pastor or a teacher, you have to balance your goals for the class or the sermon with the amount of time you have. And so you end up having to say things like, for the sake of time, we're moving on. But what if you had time? What if you didn't have to hurry? What if you didn't have to balance the schedule of a whole classroom together? What if a sermon or a lesson could be more like chatting over a cup of coffee, or getting a letter from your pastor or your teacher? Because you can write a letter knowing that the person who receives it has time, that they can put it down and come back to it if they're busy. And so knowing that, you can write a letter without having to edit, without having to be in a hurry. You can just talk to them. That's what Slow Bible is all about. A lot of it is going verse by verse and me just talking with you, sharing what I find, what I see, what I've learned, what gets me excited. And most of all, as we go slowly through the Bible, my hope is that you'll begin to hear the different voices in the Bible. Because the Bible is full of many different voices, many different styles and ways of seeing the world and talking about the world. And I'm convinced that this variety is intentional. It's intentional so that no matter what the language of your heart is, you can hear the Bible speaking directly to you. Whether you're an artist or a scientist, whether you like long, drawn-out essays or short, sweet, to-the-point statements, whether you're a mystic or a poet or anything else, the Bible has a voice that speaks directly to you. And I believe that when we go slow, when we take our time and savor what is written, these voices come out. So that's why I made Slow Bible. Because I want you to hear the Bible talking to you.